Acura's all-new ADX, a compact SUV that isn't just built for one thing, it's precision crafted for everything. To escape the grind with available all-wheel drive. To go with your flow with available Google built-in.
Hey Google, turn it up.
Okay, turning up the volume. And crafted to be heard with an available Bang & Olufsen premium sound system. The all-new Acura ADX, crafted to match your energy. Acura, precision crafted performance.
Take your vibes and go.
Google is a trademark of Google LLC.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
In that cash talk, walk in the booth like Naomi on the catwalk, and tell them bitches whoop whoop from the Jaguar. It ain't even right though. Push me and I might go. She ain't getting money. I'm like, what the fuck the hype for? When them bitches bite flow, make my appetite go poof. Gone, voila, magic. Looking mad good just to pull up on them rampant.
Welcome back to another episode of Unhinged Anymore. I am Mecca.
And I'm Jamila.
And I'm not tore up today. I didn't drink that much yesterday, but we did do like my birthday finale. And that was like a lot of fun. So I was outside at this bar called Bar 5015. That's where like the older fellas go. It's like where the cat daddies are at. So
are you guys noticing a trend with Mecca?
What?
Every time she tells us she goes out, it's conveniently where the cat daddies are.
Because the cat daddies, well,
her words, not mine.
They buy drinks. Is that not what we all...
Are you guys noticing a trend?
Is that not what we all want?
Are you guys noticing a trend?
Jamila, you like young men, and it's okay. Like, are we not noticing?
No, I actually don't. Bitches, they one nigga who younger than them, and all of a sudden it's they thing. Like, nah, what? I really don't. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I understand you want to feel young. And so that's the thing. You know, I feel like...
Well, I am young, and
younger,
I'll always be young.
Youngish.
I mean, I genuinely don't actually like younger boys. It actually kind of makes me twitch when I recognize the age. I really genuinely want to date people who are my age or like 1 to 2 years older than me. Like, that's really the goal. I don't want to, like, a boy who's younger. That sounds like a nightmare. But I mean, if they act regular, then it's cool.
Then it's cool if they act regular.
I suppose. Still makes me twitch, but hey.
The last part was really all I needed. Anyway, what did you do this weekend? I know you had a lot going on.
Yeah, so we had a listening party for Audie's new EP. And it went very, very well. I was very pleased as a manager and as a friend. It went very well. We had a really good feedback, really good turnout. And we had a blast. So, you know, that's always good. And yeah, so really excited for her. And yeah, how was your party?
It was good. Everyone came dressed like the early 2010s.
I saw.
It was a lot of fun. Everyone was like, why do you have those jeans? Why do you have that infinity scarf? Why do you have that vest? I mean, I
was there.
No, I mean, I was there. So I knew exactly what to buy, but I went to the thrift store. I didn't just have that infinity scarf marinating for like the last decade, you know?
I thought you just pulled it out from,
I pulled them Jordans out, them Aquas.
Days.
I pulled them Aquas out for sure. Them was from my archives. They were at the party like, them is you look like you about to go suck dick in the bathroom.
The Amber Cole reference.
Again, aging ourselves the entire time because it was like the J's, not the dick sucking J's. I said,
I'm crying. Honestly, my favorite part of your outfit was the layered cami because that was.
The bitches don't know about the layered cami. They never referenced the layered.
That was our thing.
That is historically accurate. You know how like when the 80s was really big, like everyone was doing like the 1980s parties. And there were little things that my aunts would do that would be like, but this is historically accurate. I know that y'all are like cosplaying our culture, but this, oh, fuck, what was like? And my aunt was like specifically did it. She specifically did her hair like she teased her hair for real. And everyone who was like there could tell that she actually did her, like whatever she did, I don't know. But like the way she did her bump and her asymmetrical was like historically accurate. And so like when I was doing the cami layer, I just was taken back to that moment. I was like, but bitches are going to catch this because this part of the outfit historically accurate. The rest of it's like, oh yeah, the vest, the infinity scarf, the J's, the skinny jeans. But the layered cami, that is historical.
That lets you know.
That lets you know I was there.
You know. Like, yes.
One of the boys wore like the layered socks. I didn't get that. I don't know if people were peeping. Justin wasn't on camera, but he came in. You know how we used to have the boys used to layer the Nike socks? I said, oh, another piece of historical accuracy.
Wow.
Loved it.
I love when we just take it there. I love a good theme and things like that.
I loved it.
I'm pretty sure for next year, for my birthday, because it will be my golden birthday, turning 30 on the 30th.
Because your 30th, baby. My golden birthday was when I was 8.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. That's unfortunate.
I went to go see Ella Enchanted.
Okay. Period.
That's what you're
when I turn 30 next year, you guys expect the biggest party you've ever heard of in your life.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm going to do, but just know it's going to be one for the books. That's why I'm kind of like, whatever for this birthday. Like, I don't have any ideas. Obviously, it's my birthday, and anybody who knows me knows I'm obsessed with my birthdays. I actually knew my birthday damn near before I knew my name. Like, genuinely speaking, I love May 30. It is who I am at my core. So everyone knows that you're not allowed to piss me off on my birthday.
Oh, really?
You're not allowed to get on my nerves. You're not allowed to be mean to me. Like, those are the rules of Jamila's birthday, May 30.
TikTok
you cannot be any of those things. And that, let me tell you something. Don't. You have to be nice to me on my birthday.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, May 30th is on the way. My birthday was a blast. I've been celebrating for like 2 weeks, and I'm tired. So, you know.
I bet.
I am. I last night I said, listen, we're back to regular scheduled programming. I'm actually going to be on a cruise next month anyway, so I need to like rest and prep. I plan on getting a great tan. I plan on going to a couple islands and just
sounds fun. I need a cruise. I was going to go on a cruise for my birthday, but I decided not to.
And this one is actually for Ashley's birthday. So I think she's a Gemini too, if I'm not mistaken.
Not that close in the beginning of May. That gives Taurus.
Oh, Taurus. I'm sorry. It is Taurus.
Yeah, you know we real strict over here with our days.
That is a Taurus. Dang, I know so many Tauruses. Male Tauruses are interesting.
Male Taurus. I know a male Taurus. Horrible human.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much in line with the male Tauruses I know. Terrible
Good
guys.
Looking though, but terrible person.
I mean, they tend to fuck well.
Meh.
Really? He's not really a Taurus. I'm 2 for 2 with like Tauruses who fuck well. And then are just like, human beings.
But to be honest, most men of any zodiac
are.
I can honestly go on and on.
Are questionable.
Honestly, between like Sagittarius and Cancers, I'll give a pass. They're cool peeps.
Cancers are crybabies
for the most part.
Cancer men.
Yeah.
They cry.
But I've only ever really experienced them as friends.
Oh, okay.
So can't speak
emotional?
too much. In a different way. Actually, Pisces men are far more emotional than Cancer men in my experience.
I can agree to that.
Far more. Pisces men are very emotional, very sensitive. They're very sensitive.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Who do you think you had a crush on the most? Like, sign-wise?
I've had a more instant connection with Sagittarius men. And
because y'all are crazy.
When I think back, it makes sense because Gemini and Sagittarius are sister signs.
Okay.
But I've also, unfortunately, again, right off the bat, have sometimes been pulled to Virgo men. But I have made up... After I've realized that will never actually happen. Like I don't think I would ever settle down with a Virgo man. I think our actual personalities and our temperaments are far too opposite and we clash too much. I don't like all that shit.
Okay.
No, I need you to be fun. Okay. I don't need you trying to critique me every goddamn chance you get, nigga. You can't critique me, bitch. Okay. Don't critique. Just enjoy. Okay, just enjoy the party. I'm going to be who I be, you know? So I don't think I would, fester into those waters. But yeah.
So I've dated enough Capricorns for a lifetime. I don't ever want to date another Capricorn.
I don't think I've ever dated a Capricorn.
Don't.
I don't know. Could have. I don't remember all those men's birthdays.
I don't remember birthdays either. I do remember signs though. So it's like, if you know the signs and the birthdays, because I do, that's like, first 20 questions. Like, what's your sign? What's your sign?
No, I do love asking people's sign.
Right.
I think it's always such
It's just a fun, like, icebreaker. Yeah. So I definitely do remember nigga signs. Like, that's why I'm over here like, oh, he was Taurus, he's a Capricorn, Pisces, Aquarius. What else? I've dated a Virgo. He wasn't like the way that people describe male Virgos. He was very chill.
Oh, that's how they get you. They always begin chill.
Yeah.
You must not have gotten to the crazy yet.
I don't think I had gotten to his crazy yet, honestly.
Because listen, it was coming.
I don't think I had gotten there. But he was pretty chill. It
was coming. Like a thief in the night. Bitch, you was going to wake up one day and be like, who the fuck? What?
I have dated a couple also Aries who one of their birthdays just passed yesterday. And the other one, his birthday is coming up. And when they be,
I dated an Aries before as well. It was fine, but
Aries
it lasted way too long.
It's always like male Aries are insane, and they both were insane, but like in completely different ways. But they were both different types of niggas. And
he didn't want to let me go, even though he wasn't shit. Why? Leave me alone.
Well,
you keep doing things.
I do feel like that's how male Aries are, is because even when I'm thinking about these two, like they be like, I don't know, trying to keep that not even in like a romantic way, just like, oh, we're cool, I don't know. How do you act when you have like a crush in general, like outside of signs?
When I have a crush on a boy, I feel like I get very like giddy. I'm just full of joy.
You get the butterflies?
Sometimes, not really like full on butterflies, but it's like I like the type of person I am just in general, not even with a man. I feel like I'm very expressive. I'm very talkative. I'm very excited about just random things. Like that's just how I am. So when there's a guy that I have a crush on, like that carries over.
Okay.
I have this level of excitement to talk to them. Of course, I want to be around them. But it's interesting because I don't think that reads very well sometimes. I think it sometimes reads as like maybe I'm too forward or pressed, but it's like, oh no,
you're just excited.
Please don't flatter yourself.
Okay.
In that way. I thought you were cool. Just wanted to chat.
Like to play it cool.
I don't know.
When I have a crush. Even though I have many feelings like of the inside, like the giddiness. And I know myself so well. And this is why, like obviously we always encourage younger women than us. But like you said, we're still young women, youngish. To date, because I know exactly like how I know how I'm gonna act during the crush phase of it. Like I'm gonna be giddy and I'm gonna be so excited because oh my God, he's so cute, he likes me, and I know within a couple weeks that's gonna pass. So I know like, okay, play it cool, don't do too much, don't.
And by play it cool, you mean? Are you a nonchalant type bitch?
No, I'm not, and I do think that it's abundantly important for me to make clear I am very chalant. I am not a nonchalant ass lady, and I never act like I'm nonchalant because I cannot maintain being nonchalant. Because I think that's where a lot of like girls fuck it up at. You want to act like you're chalant, like you're nonchalant, you don't care, and then when you actually do start liking him 3 months in, you're wondering why he's texting you all slow. Well, he thinks that's okay, because you were trying to be nonchalant. No, no. When I say play it cool, I'm talking about what you're talking about, like not the whole, oh, I just wanted to talk to you, like that. You know what I'm saying? That excitement.
That is a bit crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like the excitement on top of.
Whoa, Nelly.
Right, because I'm already.
Calm down, baby.
You see, I'm fucking shit up. I'm already not nonchalant. So me, when I have a crush, is like it can be a lot. So I just have to like reel it in and be normal is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I try to keep it leveled in check too, because I know that like if I'm having a good time, I'll kind of start to like not overthink anything. And it's not that I need to overthink, but it's like I do need to think a bit. And so because sometimes I'll just turn my thinking cap off, like, oh, whatever, like, it's cool. Like, we're just having a good time. Like, it's not that serious. But sometimes it's like, no, you need to have that thinking cap on because it's like, that was kind of, but, I try to, just have a good time. Like, I very much like, I try not to overthink what I do and how I present myself. Like, I said this in a previous episode where it's just like, if I want to talk to you, I'm going to talk to you. Like, I'm not going to play no texting game with you. Like, oh, well, he took an hour to respond. I'm going to take 2. Bitch, I don't have time for that. I am always on my phone. And if I see your message and I respond, and that's because I wanted to. Like, that is just not my vibe. Like, I'm not going to play those type of games. But I also don't feel like that means anything, if that makes sense. Like, some people internalize everything to mean a thing. And it's like, me texting you back doesn't mean anything other than my phone was in my hand.
I mean, I think that's fair.
Yeah,
but I will also say
it's because I just felt like talking to you. Like,
I think if you're not that interested in, if your phone could be in your hand and you don't respond.
Well, yes, but also if I'm not interested, I won't continue to talk to you.
Also fair.
I don't string things
also
along.
How you
so
should
it's like,
handle that.
And some people really like to string things along, and I just think that that's weird. And I think that you got to cut that out.
Well,
I know sometimes it's a comfort thing. Like, I'm not stringing.
How
you stringing? You be stringing, huh?
If I don't
stringing. Mecca stringing y'all niggas. She's stringing y'all. String.
If I don't like, it depends on the levels of like. Like,
okay.
It's niggas that you don't like. I just don't like you. I'm not gonna string you along because I'm never gonna like you. But some people, it's like, in this moment, I possibly like another nigga more.
Like, you're not my fave.
Like, you're not my favorite nigga right now. And that's okay. We've all been there. There's some points where I'm not the favorite lady. And, niggas do the same thing. They don't want to cut it off because it's not like, fuck you. But it's just like,
We had this conversation with my one of my male best friend, Dwight, and he asked me and my other best friend, Sydney, a question, which was, when you go out on a date or when you're dating a guy in general, do you expect him to like you? And we busted out laughing because it was like, well, yes. But at the same time, it was like, yes, but not in like a super deep way. Like, I don't expect you to be in love with me after one date. But I do.
Yeah, I was actually going to answer that no.
Oh, okay.
But I think you're about to say the same thing. But I just feel like the way that our brains like answered it, yours was yes and mine was no. But I think I'm sorry.
I was just going to say I do expect a guy to like me after the first date, only because I know how I present myself. Like, I just know who I am and how I am. And I feel like I'm a fun time girl. I feel like I'm fun. I don't necessarily expect it to be anything deep. Like, oh my God, this is my soulmate. Like, I'm not your soulmate. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm more than likely, we're not compatible. More than likely, I also have that in my brain. Like, more than likely, me and you are not going to work out because just like statistically speaking, like every nigga is not my soulmate. But if we had a good time on the date and, you know what I'm saying, I do expect like, I feel like at the very least a nigga can walk away and be like, she cool. Nah, she cool people. Yeah. She cool. I'm cool. We're going to take a break.
I know every operating system like the back of my hand.
When it comes to 5 years of experience and have worked with several people from your company, I've been recognized for my passion. My team is everything.
LinkedIn delivers candidates who rise above the rest with an up-to-date view into shared connections, skills, and interests you won't find anywhere else. See why 86% of small businesses who post a job on LinkedIn get a qualified candidate within a day. Post a job for free at linkedin.com/achieve. LinkedIn, your next great hire is here.
We off? 30 seconds of carefree bliss.
Oof, like winding your hair carefree.
Oh, like using Clorox disinfecting all-purpose cleaner in the home carefree.
Yes.
Like dog slobbing on the coffee table and cleaning it with Clorox carefree.
He's on a roll now.
Spit toothpaste on the faucet.
You got it. You got it.
Peanut butter on the light switch.
Oh, spritz, spritz.
Spritz, spritz. Clorox, man. Clean feels good.
Okay, we're back.
Use as directed.
And we're back.
So wait, was Dwight's question, do you expect a nigga to like you going into the date or after the date?
After.
Oh. I don't know. Like, I feel like those first conversations in the first date are really up for interpretation. I'm no longer, and I haven't done this in a really long time, I don't cold turkey date. Like, I don't cold call, cold.
What that mean?
Like, we live in a day and age where FaceTime, our phones, our texts is such a part of everyday life I don't go into dates blindsided. Like I go into a date knowing.
Oh, like without having been
you get vetted
okay.
for a couple weeks over here. I don't just show up to the date. So I'll say yes, basically because I thought you were kind of asking a different question. Honestly, I'll say yes because I have vetted you. I know you like me. Now, I guess the first day is just like, is it confirmation of like how much you're gonna like me? But we've definitely talked on the phone. We've definitely FaceTimed before you see me in person. And I also think it's a safety thing. Like not, you never really know anybody. But I have, oh my God, you wanna know why I do this? I made a TikTok about this. I met someone out of the club like years ago, probably in like when I was 20.
Is this the one who ended up being a weirdo?
Yes. Did we talk about this?
Yeah, that is.
I swear,
I think you said it on the episode. That was really scary,
like crazy. Weird. Yeah, we've talked about this. I ended up talking to someone I met him at the club, talked on the phone. Was a bad vibe, and didn't end up going on a date with him. And he ended up being like a child predator. And I found out because my mom was watching the news one day. And that was freaky. But so that like reinforced I need to feel the vibes out before I just pop out,
Yeah, I definitely do that a little bit. Maybe not like super extended in the way that you express, but like I do want to like talk to you before, because if we can't even hold a conversation over the phone, baby.
What's your time frame? Do you do it for weeks or just within the
maybe like 2 weeks? Like after 2 weeks, like we should probably be planning a date, because
like
also
a good time
I'm not
frame.
gonna just be if you live in the same area. Like obviously, if we're like in 2 separate cities and states, that those timelines don't match up. It's kind of just like when we can. But if we live in the same city, state, nigga, 2 weeks, and we need to be on a damn date. Please.
No, that's fair.
I'm gonna be talking to you to the
abyss. But I love a little out of town, you feel me? As the internet well knows.
Yes. I have started to enjoy it more than I did before. I used to really not be into dating people who don't live here, because it's like I like to be around you and stuff like. But because I've been so busy and I can't even really sit down.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't really bother me, and I still have that ability to like converse and like get to know you and still kind of have that element of like male attention.
Yeah.
Without like a lot of the commitment to like see you and stuff, because you don't live here. So that's cool. Yeah, it's interesting. It's just like, oh, okay. FaceTime me.
Because
let me show you what I'm wearing tonight. Do you like this outfit? Do you like the way I did my hair?
Tell me I'm pretty. Yeah, I think especially when you're dating, having an out of town, you feel me, is a really good addition to the roster. Especially like you said, if you're a busy person, a busy lady, makes you feel like, okay, I still got me a little some in my back pocket.
Yeah.
But I don't mean to be having you in my business all the time.
Right. I was gonna say, literally my favorite thing to do, honestly, especially when talking to guys who don't live here, is if I'm getting ready to go out and, I FaceTime them and let them see my outfit, and then I just hear my compliments and I go, well, all right, goodbye.
Thank you. Thanks for saying that. I needed that pep talk before I step out into the world.
I love to send a cute little video while I'm out, a little quick little Instagram DM picture, I just love doing those things. It's so flirty and fun. I love flirting. I like flirting is fun.
It is.
Everything doesn't have to be so rigid, uchi, ah. It can be, a time like, and I feel like flirting is a skill, which I only possess when I actually am talking to the person. For some reason, I cannot flirt very well if I'm if I'm just seeing you in person. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But once I get to know you,
you have to like the person.
Yeah, I kind of have to like you, or I'm super attracted to you. So I can get those flirty eyes and be like, ooh, yeah.
I can flirt. I mean, I've had work husbands. So I think that if you like work in an environment where it's like, I don't like under normal circumstances, I would not talk to you. You kind of quickly learn.
Something about work, everybody look different.
Like we're here
the confinements of work
day. One thing, I loved my Nordstrom work husband, child. That was mine. Thank you. Go give me something from the cafe.
Something about, and the reason people don't, the thing people don't understand is the reason that work wives and work husbands is a thing is because between the hours of 9 to 5, when you are confined to a workspace, everybody goes, they jump up 2 points. You looking at a 6, all of a sudden you look like 8 as soon as you step outside the workplace. Oh my God. What the fuck? It's really a paradigm switch when you're inside of the confinements of work.
You clock in
He's
and
not
all of a
really
sudden
cute.
it changes people's whole face.
Like, wow.
Whoa. And then don't let him start doing shit like buying you lunch and bringing you lunch and bringing you snacks and shit. Hold on.
And the thing is, people get caught up.
They get caught up.
You're
they don't know how to.
still in the paradigm of this universe of work.
You try and walk now because when he walk out that door, he's going to still be a 6, and then you try and walk out to the world with a 6, and you had never wanted that 6. He's only an 8
to sometimes
at
go to
Nordstrom.
lunch with the work bae outside. Go to lunch outside with the work bae. Then you can get, you can shift back into reality every now and then. Like,
back into the situation, and then you realize, depending on your job. Oh, he make the same amount as me. We can't even go nowhere super duper nice because like he ain't got. I know what his check look like. Look like my check. I was trying to come in here and get a free meal, and I can't even get the free meal because now we gotta go half because we're making the same amount. Shit, y'all be getting it fucked up doing them, and then when y'all take the affairs too far and actually start fucking on a motherfucker at work. Oh please, bitch, boo. Yeah, girl, don't leave that nigga at work. That's not your real man. Because you know who's really good at doing work wives and work husband? People who is married in real life. Because they know that shit ain't never gonna go. They do it so fucking well because the key to having a work husband, work wife is one, never actually crossing over that boundary of like the work flirt. You following me? I even think there's a difference between work flirting and real flirting because real flirting can get blurred. Them lines can get blurred real quickly. Work flirt, we know this is professional. This is maybe just little, you want something? You want me to get you something when I go get? Yeah.
And it's always centered around the job, right? Yes. You're not commenting on body parts. You're not touching. You're saying little slick shit. Like maybe you guys are talking shit about another coworker. Like, you know, I got you, girl.
Exactly.
Talking about a meeting or something, but not. I'm saying, damn, that ass fat. Now hold on, that was real.
Hold on,
that was real.
There's that
having
piece.
An ass on the way to.
And then there's the piece of like, it's not going to go anywhere outside of work. So they're not going to like, and even if someone does hit you after work, it's going to, like you said, have to do with the job. And again, if you're married or in a relationship in real life, then you are already going to come into it. You should, not all the time. We know some of the niggas ain't shit, but you should come in holding them boundaries strong anyway. That's why I say the perfect people to have work husband, work wife is the one who be married.
Exactly. Because once you're single, you get so, especially if you've been single for a long time, you get desperate. You start thinking about possibilities. You be like, oh, wow, what if we would have sex in the laundry room? Just all sort of dumb shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is the fucking
copy room.
Call center. The hell?
You start having fantasies and shit. You start dreaming. Next thing you know, you're having wet dreams and you're bringing those wet dream pussy into the workroom, and now you're still clenching and tightening and throbbing at work.
But motherfuckers love a work relationship though. Motherfuckers love to start fucking on the clock.
Yeah,
I don't play them games.
That's so scary. I can't believe y'all do that.
I could never be me. I've never done that.
However,
and
this is what you will know. If you have ever worked in a warehouse, you will know at least 2 people are in there fucking. It is the messiest environment you will ever experience in your life. I saw misery. I saw heartbreak. I saw romance. I saw so much working at that warehouse. And I wonder to this day how everyone's doing. I still think about those people who were involved with each other. They were having lovers quarrel. Mind you, both of them were in relationships outside of the warehouse, but they were fucking in the bathroom.
That's some warehouse bullshit.
The warehouse was one of my funnest jobs based off of mess alone.
Yeah, exactly.
I only lasted about 6 weeks because I had to wake up at 4:30 a.m. But
You enjoyed all 6 weeks, the whole month and a half.
I enjoyed all 6 weeks.
You were clocked into their drama, child.
Sure was. It was so messy.
That's how it was when I was at Nordstrom, because I worked at the Rack and I worked at Full Line. And one thing about the Rack girls get down. They don't play. They be in the break room. D left me. Okay. Ooh. Then in Full Line, them girls do coke.
Oh. Well, all right.
They be hopped up in there trying to make their commission.
Have to get through this retail some kind of way.
Yeah. Can I help you? Yeah, let me go type my number in.
Oh my God. Girls up there zooted.
And let me say this.
Can I interest you in a bag?
And let me say this. When people be like, get weird and racist and nasty and disgusting and low down dirty, and they be like, blame it on the coke, I won't even let you do that. I met some of the most delightful cokeheads. Some of the most.
I know too many good cokeheads for you to say that.
Cokeheads. That is.
Don't you ever
put that on that coke. Okay, because it is that good coke that the girls be doing, them little bumps in the bathroom before they clock back into from lunch. Oh, they was a good time.
After
they were the nicest bitches you ever meet. Just over there trying to sell the shoes and the David Yurman and they were just trying to make that commission stay up. That's all they needed to be in a good mood. If you
just a little personality up.
Bitches get weird and racist and want to blame it on the coke. I won't even let you go. That's that Fent.
Oh,
now
that's that crystal.
That's that something else, but that ain't that coke. You know, I wouldn't know. I don't do it. I got sinuses, but I feel very strongly that cokeheads are delightful individuals.
I'm just scared of who I might be on cocaine. I've heard the feeling that you get of feeling like a superhero, like you're just so like, I can do anything.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want me on that stuff. Y'all don't want Jamila on that stuff. I'm telling you, everybody would be scared of me. I would be.
I mean, listen.
You ever seen Bruno Mars? Baby, I'm topping him.
You topping Chris Brown, hitting that backflip?
Let me tell you something. Baby, I'm doing everything. I would be acting so goddamn erratic. Like, y'all don't need to tell me. First of all, I already have positive delusions about myself. I already think I'm like really amazing. Like, I don't need to be off no goddamn cocaine thinking I'm the biggest bitch in the world. Like,
That's not even, but that's what I'm saying. That's not even necessarily what it gives, because again, people were at work off the shits. So, and that's also obviously.
But what was their personality pre-coke?
They were pretty decent. You know, like I just feel like the people I seen using it, especially when it was happening at work, was more of like a stimulator. Like, oh, I just need to, because, you know, at Nordstrom, you gotta go and walk up to people and, hey, how can I help you? Kind of like how Liquid Courage, just powder courage. Give a little get up and go. So, I mean, I would assume they weren't doing too much, you know, but
discernment is key.
Discernment, and, you know, people who do that know their limits. It's much like drinking.
Exactly. And as I know, I have a 2-drink limit. I have a no coke limit.
Yeah. I would say if I had been around in the 70s and the 80s, though, baby.
Oh, crackhead, full on.
The way, and this is not funny, but the way, like, I've said to my dad, I'm like, ugh, if I had been around in the 70s, I'd have been. And this nigga has been like,
baby, let me tell you something.
Yeah. The way my dad has hit the laugh and the remembering. Yeah.
I would have been them bitches doing lines of coke off some nigga dick in the bathroom in Studio 54. I would have been that bitch.
I'm walking back out.
I don't know why I know that, but I just know I would have been.
Bitch,
you know what I'm saying? I would have been real. I would have been real. Okay, I would have been known. Okay, bitches would have. I would have been in the middle of the dance floor, bitch. You know, I would have been in every Soul Train line, bitch. Okay. Are you kidding me? I would have been known. I would have been one of those, like, those characters, those figments of people's imagination. Like, I was famous, but not famous. Like, I wasn't a big superstar. And, like, everybody knows Jamila from Studio 54 because she was there every goddamn night. That would have been me, bitch. Yeah.
I'd have been in there high as hell telling Diana Ross, now you know you was too old to play Dorothy. You know you was too old to play Dorothy. Why you take Stephanie Mills' role, Diana?
Hey, Sorry, Stephanie. Step your puss up. No shade.
I mean, she was a teenager. Her puss was so new.
Hey, Diana said, I don't know. I know the boss. I know the big bosses. The boss. Sorry.
Diana would have been like, I just said it would need to be done.
Sorry. I knew the people that I needed to know, sister.
Yeah.
Put me in that. If you got to change the script up, bitch, I don't give a damn what you got to do. Bitch, I am Dorothy. I say, hey. You
Jermaine,
got to
stop putting that shoe polish in your head. It don't look good.
You got to respect the big bitch energy she had. I don't know.
I'd have been in there talking shit. Is that shit?
Well.
Bitch, why you ain't got no clothes on?
I would have been a delight. I would have been everybody's favorite.
Is that Andy Warhol? That wig look a mess.
Child. Who he over there? Now, who he over there bending over?
Best cat. You need to cut that shit off, nigga.
That ain't Bass. That ain't Bass over there in that corner with him.
Child. I'd have been.
We're going to take a break.
At Sephora, we've got what you want because you're obsessed with your skin and we're obsessed with what it needs. Sephora has the best products to help you get beautiful, glowing, radiant skin. With an extensive, inclusive range of results-driven formulas and in-store beauty advisors to help you find exactly which are right for you, the best skincare is only at Sephora. Sephora, for all your skincare.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
And we're back.
Who else was at Studio 54?
Everybody.
Toni Morrison. Say something prophetic.
Baby, Toni Morrison was probably
You seen that picture of her in the middle of the dance floor? Up. Like,
listen,
just like that.
Baby, Toni back in the day, I know she was swooping them bitches up off them feet. Come over here, bitch, in the corner. Come on. Bitch, meet me in the bathroom. Come on. Yeah. Good old stud, too. Not even a stud. Good old stem. That's an old classic stem.
No stud. She was
a
Queen Latifah.
She was a top.
I was gonna say, that's a Queen Latifah. It's a top energy.
She was a classic.
That's a pretty lady, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm a girl.
Yeah, I know she had them bitches weak in the knees back in the day, honey. Ooh, one thing I always love learning about is the old queer stories of old Black Hollywood. That is some of my favorite lore, learning about all the queerness, because bitch, the way everybody was gay.
Bumping cooch.
Everybody was bending.
Tripping. Not tripping.
And switching partners.
Tripping.
Oh my God. That's everybody was gay.
Yeah.
But it was like one of those things where it was not widely talked about, but it wasn't a secret. And that's what I've learned throughout, doing these readings. It wasn't like it was secret.
It wasn't even just
they
Black
were very
Hollywood.
much out.
There's a documentary. It's It's about the guy. Now, this is old Hollywood, and these are the white people. But it's a guy who used to put everyone on. Like, he basically kept a book of everyone in Hollywood who was kind of queer, so that they all knew about each other and knew that they could pop at each other. Basically, it's on one of the streaming. I really just watched it.
That sounds
good. No, because Tab Hunter, Rock Hudson, Marlon Brando was bisexual as fuck. That nigga was. Yeah. He said, "Pussy, dick, it all. I'm taking it all, nigga." Okay,
I want everybody.
Being gay is not anything new. And it's honestly, like you said, documented, and it's not a secret because someone said this. Someone on TikTok was making a video of all the Black actors of years who have been gay, and on that list,
baby, the way is 85%.
But one of the two people who they were in the comments talking about was Sherman Hensley, Mr. Jefferson, and Uncle Phil. I can't think of Uncle Phil's real name right now. And there were a lot of older Black people in the comments like, "Oh, baby, we knew that. This is not, you're not telling us nothing we didn't know. We knew this. It was just, back then, how'd they say it? It was, don't ask, don't tell back in the day. Like, people knew. It was just like, I still fuck with you, baby. And that's also another piece of like, when we talk about acceptance in our community, so many of your elders will be like, we knew about them. Like, bitch, everyone knew about Luther Vandross. Nobody ever thought Luther was singing about no ladies. Did not know. My mama, been,
I feel like the only thing that really changed in tandem with the acceptance, of course, like there was a wide like acceptance movement as we grew to be a little bit more progressive. And with that, the outward expression of your gender and your sexuality changed. Now you are presented with people who are into dressing more fluidly and things like that. And so it's a little bit more of that outward. But baby, they was bumping way back. They was back. Okay.
And everybody knew it.
Everybody been bumping. Ain't nothing new about queerness. And that's why I'm always so confused at the confusion. Why are you confused that people are gay? I always have this theory that the majority of people are a little gay.
That's why you say sexuality is a spectrum. Because you could be like, oh, I'm attracted to this, but maybe I don't want to sleep with this, regardless of what the gender is. It's a spectrum. Right. Everybody a little gay. Niggas be gay sometimes.
Everybody. Like, what's the big deal?
I feel like I've told this story before. My grandmother was born in like the early 1920s. Her first cousin was a trans woman, born Willie Mae, died Willa Mae. And like, Willa Mae did not come around after she transitioned though. But my grandma and her were like best cousins, I guess, essentially. And so my grandma kept like these letters. And so when my grandma died, we found the letters from Willa Mae, and my mom and Tata basically like pieced everything together that, oh, this is the cousin that was like gay, because when Willa Mae left, he was Willie Mae. And then this happened as like life was going on, and Willa Mae passed away during like the AIDS epidemic. So many Black people also have a gay relative who died during the AIDS epidemic.
Sure. I was going to say the AIDS epidemic,
nothing new,
really ravished our community.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that when we talk about the crack epidemic and we talk about how it ravished our community, we don't also talk about how AIDS came in around the same time. And so we're dealing with both. So while crack absolutely ravished our community, we also have to talk about how the HIV/AIDS ravished our community too, because while, yes, our government really, really fucked up royally because it was seen and spoken as a gay disease, you have to always add those marginalizations.
That was the administration.
Exactly. You have to always add those marginalizations because you have to think about the poor Black queer folks that were being affected and not treated equally, than their counterparts. So they died at a higher rate than everybody else. So it's like, the 80s fucked us up royally in so many different ways. Yeah. And it's like, damn, like,
that's why they act like that. When you ask about your mama and your grandma, why they act so goddamn crazy, that's why they act like that. For real.
Everybody was scared.
That's why motherfuckers be, you used to not be able to walk around Brooklyn. Okay, well, shit. You're mad because it's safe now? Not the gentrification part, but that's just in like the hood when niggas be, you used to not be able to. Why is you trying to shit on us? Because the neighborhood's a little bit safer now.
God forbid I try to have a safer life.
God forbid niggas like the kids can go outside and play now. There's not crack pipes and needles in the streets no more.
Like, okay. Like
it's a flex.
Sorry. Honestly, old people love to flex about their fucking struggle. Bitch, I don't.
But they've gone through it. And so at some level, you gotta let them have it, because they really did have to live through that shit and have to figure it out.
Congrats to them.
Yeah. For sure. Congrats.
Y'all made it through so that we can thrive and talk about it now on this podcast.
And for that, we thank you.
Shout out to the 80s.
We stand on your shoulders.
An iconic decade. The 80s brought us so much
Born in
pop
the
culture.
80s, crack baby. Rest in peace to Doll.
The 80s brought us the Thriller album.
Yes, it did.
And crack cocaine.
Transformation of Michael Jackson as a whole.
The spectrum of the 80s, and you can go, there's so much highs of the 80s and so many lows. The spectrum of the 80s is gone but never forgotten.
Michael entered the 80s Black and left Puerto Rican, child. Like, so much happened during that decade.
You just always put a nigga there. We wouldn't nobody even talk about that.
He did leave a Spaniard, but Bad is like his top 3 album. I wonder he could have done, like a bachata beat or something.
What?
Is that what the music is called? Bachata?
He could have did a what?
Like, am I saying that right? Bachata?
What are you saying?
The music.
Bachata?
Bachata. I'm saying that's what it's called, right?
The way you're saying it is like bachata. Bachata.
It's a Spanish.
I'm telling you, bachata.
Oh, I knew. I'm saying it's bachata. He should have definitely done a Spanish beat. Michael Jackson x Bad Bunny vibes. He would have ate. I mean, he looked like Benito by the end of the 80s.
Let's wrap this up. Let's spin it.
We're going to take a break.
Oh, the sick day struggle is real. But with Dimetapp, it doesn't have to be. Children's Dimetapp works quickly to soothe multiple bothersome cough, cold, and allergy symptoms in a single dose. Our fast-acting formulas are designed with kids in mind, so they get everything they need and nothing they don't. Available in liquid and on-the-go chewable tablets. Tap the banner now to shop at Amazon and say goodbye to the sick day struggle with Dimetapp. Use as directed.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can find options that fit your budget and potentially lower your bills. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
And we're back.
So welcome to our segment, Spin It, where you can send us your lowdown, your salacious or messy situations. Don't forget, you have to include your age. We are not PR professionals. Jamila and I just studied communications in college, and we love the hustle. Don't forget to email at unhingedanymoralpod@gmail.com to send us your situations. Jamila, what do we have?
Hey, Jamila and Mecca. I love listening to you guys, and I hope you continue to flourish this year. Hopefully, I'm not giving too much away. Backstory, I am unfortunately a COVID grad. I graduated from high school and entered college during the pandemic. So I was mostly inside at the beginning of my college career. Coupled with taking a semester off, I didn't get most of the college experience. I'm also studying to become a PR girly, and the number one rule is don't do your own PR. Now, here are a little tidbits. I, 23, broke up with my ex in August of 3 years, together since I was 19 and he was 20. It was mutual and it was a nasty breakup. We still mess around with each other to this day. I will be seeing him during my stay in his city. However, he was my first boyfriend / everything, and I do mean everything. And now I'm back in the field. It's treacherous out here. I feel like I've lost my aura and I'm letting the boys eat me up. I'm not looking for anything serious, but the lack of respect leaves little to be desired. I'm tired of keeping my nose in the books and not having some decent fun. So Jamila and Mecca, seeing as your honorary Hampton alums, can you tell me how to spend my last semester here in the Norfolk, Virginia area? We need to go out with a bang. Thank you.
Oh,
girl.
Wow. So you're in Norfolk too.
I think she said, so Norfolk / Virginia Beach.
Ooh, treacherous waters over there. Those slave ship Navy waters.
My advice is to be, now,
get your ass in that Navy
I feel
boat.
like I know what Mecca is going to say. I knew what Mecca was going to say. I'm going to say the exact opposite. Stay clear the fuck away from any nigga who's in the military.
She's trying to have fun.
There's nothing fun about military niggas. I don't know what be in the water, but bullshit. But I'm gonna give you my advice.
Okay, go on.
Stay clear from the military niggas, and honestly, probably steer clear from the locals. That's just my personal advice. If you want to have a real good experience, but if you want to just fuck off and you just want to like find you a quick little nigga, I mean, go out, go to the bars, spot them out, find you a fine one, grab them and snatch them. Communicate, chat, chit chat. You have to go outside. Don't, be indoors all the time. But stay away from that goddamn shit. But go ahead, Mecca, and tell her to go on that ship.
I was princess of the ship, child. So my experience is a little bit different with the military because I did not allow myself to be trapped by the military. I did what you're supposed to do. And I went and I had my fun and then I left, right? You said that you've already had your relationship. You're still seeing your ex, but you're not interested in anything serious. So that would lead me to believe that you're just trying to fuck off and have fun and you're trying to go out with a bang your last semester in the 757. Cool, great. There is a ship full of niggas to have fun with. Just make sure that like you're, I was gonna say you're doing the bending, if that's what you're into. But when I say you're doing the bending, I mean like make sure you're in control of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like don't allow yourself to be swept up by them. Now, what you can do, have them take you to them nice restaurants on a fucking water. Like Virginia Beach has such like prettiness. It's like it almost makes you forget that our ancestors were fucking packed into ships like sardines and brought in on them in exact fucking waters, and the ports are still fucking there. You know what I'm saying? It almost makes you forget that slight piece. Run through them niggas. Make sure they're paying your way, because if you said she's 23. If they've been in the military since 18, they should have ranked up a couple times and they should be making a decent amount. Don't be fucking with the ones who still live on the ship and they just got there. They ain't got no money. That's my advice.
Niggas is mopping the floors of the
and
ship.
they be mopping the floors. Make sure you fucking with the ones, because they got everybody over there. They got the Army, they got the Navy, they got the Air Force. I had fucked with a little Air Force boy. The reserves is over there. You know, 757, the military town, military area. You
also, if you're still in school, have you not thought about dating any niggas in
them
school?
niggas don't got no money.
That's not always true though. Like if she's a senior, by the time you're a senior, like the senior boys definitely be having jobs and things going on. But especially if you're just like on campus and you're just trying to find something to do, like have somebody to talk to, little stuff like that. Like I feel like dating people who are in your vicinity is always easier, especially if you're just like getting into that for real. Like girl, start
I mean,
small.
if you wanted to bounce around to the other schools, this, at least with Hampton, Hampton was such a small school. Like, I literally seen someone from Hampton yesterday at the motherfucking club. Like, by the time, after year one at Hampton, literally middle of sophomore year, you know every nigga at that school. I know NSU was like a state school, but it wasn't like you want to experience some new niggas. And the military got new niggas them niggas got new drops every 6 months. It's a drop of new niggas. It's a batch of new niggas coming on the ship. And that's what you're trying to get on. Some new niggas.
Another tidbit that you could do, which is like, it'll take a little bit more planning, but take a weekend trip to DC, girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you'll have exposure to people who are already in their field, who are working them good, solid government jobs.
Yeah. That could definitely work.
I mean, they're probably not going to be decent, but you never expect the man to be decent. I unfortunately, you have to go with the expectation that they're not going to be decent. But you might stumble upon something. Take a little weekend trip to DC. Take a weekend trip to New York.
Yeah, that's fun.
The oyster is yours.
Don't go to Baltimore. Them
Branch
niggas
out.
They don't take you on dates or nothing. There ain't nothing out there.
I don't think I've ever experienced a Baltimorean, so I can't speak on that. But I do understand that accent is probably not something I could do long term. It's a bit too much for me. Too much. So, yeah.
Hey, yo, I was on motherfucking YouTube, had my little nephew trying to find them Blues Clues. Then I seen some about a new little rap.
It's just like, can you listen to that every night? If you can, go for it. I, for fuck sure, cannot.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't really need to spin it. Let me tell y'all this before we wrap this up. Before y'all send your spinach in, think to yourself, did I need this advice? Y'all, you knew what to do.
They just want to hear it from us, which I'm fine. Go fuck something.
Yeah, but come on now. You know, by this point, y'all know what we're going to say. I want to hear some situations. There's not even a situation, young moms.
Yeah.
Little bit. Young grasshopper.
Y'all was sending situations in the beginning.
That wasn't a situation. That was easy peasy. That you broke up with a nigga and you want to date another one. Do it. Get a dating app. Do all the things.
I was Tinderella back in the day.
You can do all the things. You're so young. Go out to the club.
At my lowest, I was paying for Hinge.
Go out. Bitch.
That was like COVID, fresh off the breakup. I was down bad. And then I convinced Darrington to pay for Hinge with me.
What did paying do?
Paying gives you unlimited, like, you know how Hinge don't only let you say yes 5 times a day or something like that. And you have unlimited roses or something like that. Mecca. But what had happened was I couldn't do it alone. So I convinced Darrington to pay for it with me because it was like $20. And I remember you on the
bitch.
I was on the phone like, I mean, Darrington, you've spent $20 on dumber shit. And this nigga was like, you right. And so we both had Hinge unlimited for like 3 months. But and mind you, I was so sick in the brain that I really only used it like the last month that I had it for real. The first 2 months I was just sadly swiping because I was still heartbroken. And that's my trauma.
Don't try to say
that
it's
was my
because of trauma, bitch.
That was
just you being thirsty, bitch.
I didn't even use.
You wanted unlimited access to niggas.
I just needed.
Bitch, you was horny than a bitch.
No, I wasn't.
Paying $20 for Hinge. I need all of the men. I want to send all my saves and flowers.
Sad. I need unlimited niggas. I'm so sad.
Like, bitch, please.
My heart
Y'all
is
better
broken.
not pay no damn $20 for no damn Hinge.
And then the niggas I was fucking on, I didn't even meet them on Hinge. I met them at the motherfucking Towson.
That's how it's going to always happen. Honestly, in my experience, the dating apps is really just kind of get your feet wet, just kind of get you back used to like talking to guys. But in real reality, like the guys that you're going to talk to for a long period of time, and when I say long period of time, I mean more than 2 weeks, you're not meeting them on the app. You're just not.
Yeah.
You're just not.
They're more likely to
now,
slide into your
lie.
DMs.
I do know somebody that did get engaged to a Hinge nigga.
Are they married?
They will be by the end of this year.
Okay. So
I was like, oh shit. But that's like 1 in a fucking billion. No shade.
Like my ex,
everybody else is like
his brother and his sister-in-law met on Hinge.
Like, okay. Like when you hear that, you'd be like, oh. Okay.
Yes.
But like don't think that's gonna be your reality, bitch. And that's not ain't no shade. That's just I want you to be prepared that the niggas on dating apps, like I feel like niggas get on dating apps for a different reason than girls do a lot of times. I feel like girls get on dating apps because again, it's an easy way to like meet guys and they just kind of want to start getting back into the swing of dating and things like that, especially if they've not been dating for a while, that they haven't had a lot of luck. Niggas get on Hinge because it's a limitless access of bitches and they just be wanting to see bitches.
And I'll be honest,
go out and
I'm trying to think of like the people I've met on dating apps, those never the people I end up fucking with for real.
Yeah,
I did meet my abortion baby daddy on Bumble. But abortion baby daddy, so you know. I think that
Mecca has experience on every dating app, man. Mecca is the ambassador of dating apps. Mecca damn near is the case study for dating apps,
say more
bitch.
Like a case study, because again,
they use her as a litmus test for dating apps. Just send it to Mecca; she'll let us know if it's right. Am I lying, Mecca?
I mean, I haven't been on dating. I haven't been active on the apps in probably.
That wasn't the question.
No, because what I'm saying, as the litmus test for dating apps, I understand that the culture of the apps change.
Have you or have you not been on every dating app known to man?
I mean, I've been on the main 3, I believe. I feel like I can give you a good synopsis of all the apps, and I'll do it here right now. Now, again, I have not been active on the apps in probably almost 3 years, and the culture of the dating apps does change from year to year. For example, during the pandemic, especially when it first started, Hinge was a little bit different. Hinge was for the upper echelon. You know what I'm saying? Hinge was an app that if you were trying to be on Tinder, that was fucking. The niggas on Hinge wanted to take you on dates. Now Hinge has turned into a high class Tinder. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so I can tell you what it was maybe 2-3 years ago, but I don't know if it's completely accurate now. Now, Bumble was, obviously started by the people who started Tinder, the couple, and she took it and gave the power back to the women. Women have to swipe yes on you for the match to happen on Bumble. Bumble is, I would suggest if you're a little scared of being rejected, possibly, not that you would actually know, but Bumble just makes the women feel a little bit more in control. It was never my favorite app because I liked seeing what niggas like wanted me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was always a Hinge girl. Like I did meet my abortion baby daddy on Bumble. Like I was on Bumble for like a brief day. It's crazy because I was on Bumble for like 3 days and I met him during that 3-day span. What would my life have been like if I hadn't downloaded Bumble? Who knows? But we're not even here to talk about that. Tinder, they just want to fuck. Horrible. They let you have full on dick pics as your thing on Tinder. Yeah, it's horrible.
Oh my God.
BLK is the fucking trenches, the gutter of the butt. And I'm not saying that because it's the black app. I'm saying that because it
sounds like some hope tips on
is the land of hope. Like I can't stress how like BLK. Oh, I just hate that it's.
I feel like it's nothing but sister, queen, sister, queen, queen, sister, sister, queen.
That and like, it's just not necessarily. BLK has the same vibe as Facebook dating, which I also was briefly on for a second because I just wanted to see what was going on over there. And Facebook dating is exactly what you would imagine Facebook dating to be. Full stop. I will not be explaining.
That the fact that you've even experienced Facebook dating, mind you, I only know Facebook dating is a thing because of you.
I will say I met my Mexican boo on BLK.
What the fuck was he doing on there? Is it not for blacks only? Like
black
what?
Women.
Is there no criteria?
I mean, it's not like they're said you can't come in. Well, what do them people be like? They invited him to the cookout. And he said, I want everybody to come to Fiesta with me. He's like, you're so beautiful, mommy. That's when during the pandemic when I was in LA a lot and he was in LA. You're so beautiful. He had like that Spanish LA accent. You're so beautiful, mommy. You're so thick. I loved him so bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was my babe. That was my motherfucking bookie. That just didn't work out because I was no longer finna live in California. Otherwise, I might have tried to make that work. And he was a mailman. Shout out to the blue collar boys.
I think I've had enough. The same way you guys learn new information about Mecca every week, so do I. I want y'all to know that Mecca is full of secrets and lore that I will never fully know. Y'all think I'm joking. I find out new information about Mecca literally every goddamn week. I don't know what the hell be going on over there. Okay, neither does she. She just be dropping. Oh yeah, by the way, like I did this. What are you talking about?
I went to his little recreational soccer game. He liked soccer.
I bet.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
That was a little racist shade, but I mean, hey.
No, it wasn't. How was it racist?
If they're Mexican,
liked soccer. He was in a recreational soccer league.
I was going to say because he's Mexican, but I was going to say if they're Mexican, Caribbean, or a little bit of West African, they love soccer.
It's just Nigerians love soccer. So do Kenyan people.
Their thing.
I know a lot about soccer.
Yeah.
Actually, I was never a soccer person.
Outside of the U.S., soccer is like one of the most
it's like the most popular
famous.
thing.
Not famous. Yeah, it's the most popular sport. So it's like
the World Cup is actually coming to Houston in a couple years. They're redoing all of NRG for it, and I've actually had like family members be like,
Super Bowl coming back to Atlanta too. I think
like
not next year, but maybe the year after that. I can't remember, but that's gonna be fun. Okay.
Yeah, that will be fun.
Yeah. Anyways. I guess we should get into some of these
We
reviews.
can get to the comments. Can you imagine if I had little Mexican babies? That would have been fun.
We're going to take a break. And we're back. All right, y'all. So we're about to read a couple of y'all's comments and reviews that y'all have been leaving us from the past episodes. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and or is it subscribe on everything? I don't know. Subscribe. You already know the deal. New episodes every Thursday. So I'm going to start with some of the comments from Spotify. I absolutely love this pod. As a senior in college, I feel like I'm listening to my big sisters talk to me every week. Love y'all so bad. Thank you for giving me at least an hour of laughter in my day. You are so welcome, Sanaya.
Thank you.
At Ari Will said, not me squeezing my titties at my office desk. I'm like, yo, y'all have these white people thinking I'm a freak. Love y'all. Thank you for being you. Got to squeeze them tits, baby.
Test the dots.
KB says, Mecca, I remember shoes. The shoes rule. The shoes suck.
Exactly.
I still don't know where the fuck that comes from.
So many people were commenting shoes. So I knew I wasn't crazy. Black people knew about shoes too.
At Kiara Orna. Jamila is a fool. Coochie swab and blood.
Disgusting.
Got to do all the things. T Johns 360 said at least 15 minutes of this episode is the definition of unhinged. It's true. Ed Hawkins said y'all LMAO.
Was that it for that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have got the YouTube comments. Kiera Gainey 5099 said, "This is my favorite episode that y'all have done. Literally a breath of fresh air." Thank you, Kiera. And Miraboo94 said, "Our thought process was definitely non-existent when we were young. I watched Matilda and my papa made me mad one day. I went and put baby oil in his rubbing alcohol. LMAO. And I'm the only child in that house, so he knew it was me. My mom pretty much said everybody in the house other than you got common sense not to do that. So it had to be you. Oh, I'm busted." Literally, when Matilda put that peroxide in her daddy shit, I was just watching that yesterday. Destiny Todd 7429 said, "This episode had me in full on tears, especially as someone who needs their glasses. I just know that lady was livid." I was like, Jamila, like, that's crazy as fuck. Like, Mo Uncut, I'm crying. I don't know why that name has me screaming. Said, "Love y'all crazy tail selves. Leave Britney alone was definitely my favorite pop culture moment. As a West African born, American raised girly about Nigeria, they really think they're the only only country. Please." Lover Girl Jazz said, "My favorite pop culture moment was definitely when Pumpkin spit on New York. Whoa. Being 5 years old and seeing that in real time, insane. Definitely core memory for me." Yeah, that was crazy when it happened in real time. Like, it was insane. Slap me, bitch. Yeah.
Like,
whoa.
Oh,
reality
God,
TV.
I was there.
So that's why it's like the Kenya Moore shit. What are we talking about? We watched Pumpkin Hawk spit. But anyway, my Sherry 412 said, "I still quote Bella Noche when I go out." Yes. He was beefing at that wedding.
Never leave my
side. Should have been beefing at that wedding.
So we just got one that I'm going to read from YouTube. Okay. The caption is Weird Dreams at Ago316. Jamila mentioned she had a reoccurring dreams about killing someone. I too had similar dreams, at times so vivid where I woke up thinking I'd actually committed a crime. In my dreams, I'd killed someone and dispose of their body similar by burial. I don't know, maybe it's indicative of stress. I've never shared this before, but it's reassuring knowing that it happens to others. Yeah,
y'all
my
parallel
dreams
universe self
definitely correlate
killed
with
people. You guys need to stop talking about this, seriously.
Listen, my dreams definitely correlate with my temperament, like when I'm fully like aware. However, I'm feeling when I'm awake and things, it will translate into my dreams. Maybe I can talk about that in another episode, but I am a seer. I am. Hate to get spooky ooky, but I have powers.
Okay.
Good day.
And I can kegel.
So yeah.
Do we have any church announcements? I guess we'll lead this in. We will be in Dallas this weekend at the Rooted in Rhythm Festival. We will be hosting, but then we'll also be hosting a brunch on Easter Sunday. I might pop into church. Who knows? I don't know what's going on. But we're going to be in Dallas all this weekend. So definitely excited.
Yeah, make sure you guys get your tickets now before they sell out. Yeah. And I think that's really it for this week.
All right.
See you guys next Thursday. Bye. Unhinged and Immoral is hosted by Jamila Bell and Mecca.
Produced by Melisa D. Monts and Diamond MPrint Productions.
Post-production by Coco, Llorens.
Production assistant by Melanie D. Watson.
Music by Audie and Brooklyn Billionaires.
And graphics by Claudia, Choi.